Well, hello everybody, Spegtacular, the Silver Stacular. Am I doing this the right way? That's the question. Did I orient this thing the right way? Or is it the wrong way? That's the question. Let's see. How would I even tell that on here? No. Let's see, I'm just going to press stuff. I feel like it's... Let's see. Oh, I can't even find out. I gotta watch an advertisement on my own channel. Nope. All right, I gotta go this way, I guess. I guess it wants to be this way. There goes the fun. Let's see. Why? Who's that? Chew? Hold on, Chew. I gotta redo my whole thing here. I had a plan going, and then I got YouTubed. YouTube just totally ruined it. Now my, natural looking placement of these coins just doesn't do it anymore. I gotta pretend like I'm more natural doing it this way. Here we go. Look how natural this is. They accidentally just fell into place like this. It was just accidental. Oopsies. Oh my. Oh my. Good to see you all. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year if I don't see you. Just, thought I'd hang out a little bit and just kind of chit chat and see what everybody's doing for the holidays and, spend some time together. Isn't that great? It's like a second family right here. So why not? Let's hang out. Is this going to be an auction? No. No way. You trying to buy these things? No way. These are my babies. Can't buy my babies. No way. Merry Christmas coin flip. Merry Christmas SZXT. Let's see. Who else? Retribution. Merry Christmas. Mrs. Spectacular. Merry Christmas to you. Good to see you, Mrs. Spectacular. Mike Brewer. Merry Christmas. Seymour. Merry Christmas. Which one? The one that had some good news there, where somebody's donating, some stuff to a Salvation Army bucket. That is nice, right? Isn't that nice? I have, people are like, oh, I've heard that before. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's been going on for years, but it's nice to see that it's still going on, isn't it? In a world so terrible and chaotic as the one we're living in, it's nice to see that somebody still cares about somebody else. And that's what the point of the video is, I guess. Good evening, Vegas. I've spent too much time on Whatnot already today. No, we're not doing Whatnot. What are you talking about? This is a live show on YouTube. Come on now, man. Come on. We're not even talking about Whatnot. You brought it up, not me. You brought it up. But if you want to bring it up, then yeah, I'll see you on Friday over on Whatnot. But not today. Not today. Let's see. Is Guy playing Santa tonight? Merry Christmas. I have no idea. I know what I'm doing. I am probably going to get some sleep, and then we're going to be opening presents tomorrow. That's what we're going to be doing. Doesn't the coins sound great when they tap each other? Oh, man. Philip, yeah, right? Isn't that crazy? I just noticed, like, wow, those things sound great. I might just shut up when I start dropping them. Let's see. Yeah. You asked what we were doing. Oh, okay. Sure. I guess that's what you're doing. You're just on Whatnot right now? You're not on there right now. Are you? I love clinging bars together. It's so nice. It's so nice. If you want, what we can do, just for fun, since, I don't got any silver bells, I got some silver coins, we can go ahead and let them ring by doing a little bit of, let's see, what do I got here? I got this thing. Let's see if we can play some music with our silver coins. What do you think? Let's see. Ready? Here we go. Whoo! That's nice. Let's see. What else we got? It's a big one right here. Let's try a nice big one. Some people can't hear this, oddly enough. Ooh, my puppy just went crazy because of the ringing. I don't think she likes that. Probably hurts her little ears, right? All sensitive and stuff. Let's try this one. This is a This is a Cuban, so this is 90%. Just for fun, right? Whoo! Merry Christmas, Philip. Go enjoy your Christmas movies. This is just for fun. What is this? Is that 90%? I don't even know. Some of this foreign stuff, man, it's all kinds of percentages. You got Mexican coins that are 10%. It's kind of crazy. Oh my gosh. That is so loud, isn't it? Wow. B. Taylor, what's up? When is your next Whatnot show? I'll be on there Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. And I do hope to see you. I got some really cool stuff. But again, this is not me trying to advertise it. You asked. You know, I forgot that I had this pink pinger. It was just laying around. It's actually an extra one. It is actually an extra one. Let's see what the gold sounds like. You want to ping some gold? Let's try a little 5 pesos. Let's try that out. Just for funsies. Just for funsies. Let's see. Got a fair amount of British coins there. I got all kinds of stuff for sure. Where in the world did my pinger go? Oh, there it is. This is going to be hard to ping just because of the size. It's pretty small. I might have to use what I call the beaten stick. It might be a beaten stick candidate. So here we go. Let's use the beaten stick on this one. Has a nice ring to it, right? Here, let me get it up next to the microphone. Hold on. Think about that, huh? A little gold action. Who knew a 5 pesos could sing so well, huh? All right, let me get that thing out of the jaws of life. Oh, thank you, Broke Stack. Appreciate it. Are you going to the fun show? I'm going to try, John. I don't know. I tell you what, man. Anymore these days, you know, the areas around Florida are just so miserable to travel. The roads are not fun to drive anymore, and going in I-4, you just know you're going to be sitting there stuck in traffic for like ever. And so I don't know if I really feel like messing around with that or not, but so we'll see. It's a we'll see kind of situation. Why, are you going to go? You planning on it? I mean, I hope you do. I'm not trying to persuade anybody not to go, because it's a great time for sure. And if you go the first day, I think the 9th, right? Then you're gonna have access to the first day release of the 2025 American Silver Eagle. That's always fun. That's a good time. E-Money says, I bought the Great British Collection from Guy. That's why I know this. Ah, okay. Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff in here. I can start putting more on the table. I got Japanese stuff, Mexican stuff. What is this thing? This is hard to get out. Dominican Republic. I got Philippines. All kinds of stuff. Here, I'm just gonna start putting stuff out. Let you guys hear it slam against the silver coins while I read the chat. Who in here actually that's who's going to the fun show in here? Is there anybody in here at all that's going to the fun show, like guaranteed? Those little ones are fun, aren't they? Yeah, they're fun. See, I didn't think anybody's going to the fun show. It's just, I am going, sir, says Mark. Okay, all right. Do you have any days picked out, Mark? You going 1 day, 2 days, no days, some days, happy days? What are you doing? Orlando, yes it is, Cosmic. For sure. You know what I should do? I would love to ping one of those old Spanish cobs. You think anybody's ever pinged one of those before? I'm sure they have, right? Should I try to ping one? I should try to ping one of those. Hold on a second. Let me see. Let me see what I got here. That would be fun. Oh my goodness gracious. Whoa. Hitting the camera. Yeah, let's try to ping one of these things. That's going to be hard, though. They're so thick. Let's try to ping this one. So here we go. This is a nice one, too. We're going to ping this one. Can you guys see that thing? So nice 8 real. Let's ping that and see what that sounds like. Where's my pinger? Where's my pinger? And I think I probably do the Jaws of Life on this one too, or not the Jaws of Life, the beat and stick. So here we go. Here it is. Where's my stick at? There it is. Here we go. Ready? Oh, geez, that's like a rock. That has no ping whatsoever. Wow, let's try another one. That thing sounds like a pure just... I wonder if it's because of how like weird the shape is. It has no real rhyme or reason on how... I mean, obviously it's like circular, but they're not perfect in any way. So I wonder if that like kind of makes the resonation kind of not so good. Let's see. Let's try a different one real quick. Let's try this one right here that is from the 1715 fleet. Let's try that. So here you go. So a 1715 fleet piece, 8 real. We're going to try to see if that has any kind of ping to it. All right, ready? No, it's like a brick. Nothing. Listen to this thing. Well, there you go. It's going to take something of, you know, I think more symmetrical in order to ping. Huh. Science. Look at that. We just learned something together, you and I. Huh? I bet nobody knew that, huh? What about, I mean, obviously Englehart's ping, right? I mean, because it is symmetrical. There's a shape to it, sort of, and it's even. Let's see. Let's ping a nice Englehart. Ready? All right, let's see. Ready? Here we go. Yeah, there you go. But not a Cob. Don't you dare try to ping a Cob because you're going to get nothing out of it. Wow, that was fascinating. All right, science. We learned something together. Let's go back to the chat real quick. Let's see. So Mark's going to go. If it was in New York, I would go. Are there any big coin shows in New York? I never go to New York, so I have no idea. I know, like, Philly. There's that Philadelphia, the big shows that are over there. But what about New York? Blue Collar is going to the fun show. How old is that bad boy? Which one, B. Taylor? The one of the ones that I picked out at first? Let me see. Let me give you some dates here, brother. We have... So the date of this one is kind of clipped off. But it's definitely 16... Whew. I think this is 1630 something. No, 1650 something. Yeah, 1650 something on that first one. Let's go. And the other one was obviously close to the 1715 fleet, so probably just before that. We are talking 1704, I believe. No, this one's 1701 was that one right there. So that's a 1701. What is this one right here? Another one for you. Man, we are making absolutely no sense now. Here's a 1771. So that's fun. 1771, 8 real. Those are cool. And here's an old one. 1679-ish. 1679 to 84 is the date that this one right here could be. So old pieces, huh? Old pieces. A little bit older than a Morgan or a Peace Dollar, huh? Just by a little bit. Just a little bit. All right, let's see who's back. Let's go back to the chat here. Okay. I'm jealous. Stop it, Mike. Stop it. You got some cool Shipwreck pieces, I'm sure. C-Rod, man, I haven't seen you forever. Merry Christmas to you. How have you been? You still golfing? Let's see, it looks like a piece of shrapnel, right? Yeah, they're so weird looking. That's, here, I'm just gonna keep it on the screen. They're so weird looking. That's kind of the fun of it, man. It's just something, right? It's just a chunk. It's so cool. Would its purity have anything to do with it? The purity can definitely change how it resonates for sure, but it still should ring with the purity that it is. It shouldn't. Yeah, it shouldn't be. It's probably because of the shape, which these, as you can see, let me take it out real quick. They really don't have much of a shape. I mean, they're sort of circular, but look at this thing. I mean, this just has no evenness to it. It's all different sizes. This side right here is very thin compared to over here, which gets much thicker. So I think that's probably more what is going on here. You know what? It'd probably be a good question for the person that made the pocket pinger, and I'm kind of due to have him on the show again soon. So maybe I'll do that, and I'll kind of, throw the question at him and kind of show him the science project that we found, because I doubt he's ever pinged a cob before. So it might be something new to him too. It would be fun to talk about that a little bit. Let's see. Unknown purity of the silver content unless you use an XRF gun. What, for those cobs? For sure. Especially on some of the pieces from the Potosi. That mint right there, there was some scandalous activity going on over there with that mint. So, yeah, apparently that was some people probably lost their heads over that one, like no joke, since there was some issues with the purity at one point. Let's see, I think we're back to good. Love the shipwrecks. Me too, man. Heck of a collection. Still playing golf. Nice. It's one of those things, man. You don't stop, right? I barely ever get to go anymore. I just went not too long ago and I probably played the best game of my life after not going for a long time. It's kind of funny how that works out, huh? Here's a nice Balboa, Rocky Balboa piece. You got to be careful with this stuff right here. So I see some people, and they're in like kind of the reselling of these coins, and I think that people that they don't know what these things are, and there's so many different world coins out there, right? So it's hard to know everything, but the seller will tell you it's one thing, as far as the price, and then you're going to end up trying to buy it and thinking that is the price, but some of this stuff, it's really not that valuable. You're really kind of paying for the silver price mostly. And like I was talking about earlier in the video, the silver price or the silver content of a lot of these pieces are all over the place. For instance, that Mexican one that I just threw in there somewhere, I think it's right here. This one right here is only 10% silver. That's it, 10% silver. Which, I mean, it's probably equivalent to just a couple, U.S. dimes. I mean, it's not. It might even be like less than that. Let's try to see the value of one of these right now. It might even be like only like 190% U.S. dime. Because it's only 720 purity, but I think it's 10% total silver weight. I don't know. We're going to look it up. Or that's not the one. Where is the one I'm talking about? Those aren't it. I'm sorry. Where's the 10%ers? I thought I had one. Maybe I already put it in there. No, that one, the one I just showed you was not it. Maybe I already threw it in there. I don't know. Not this one. Is it this one? I think it's this one right here. Let's see. Well, we'll look up this one just for funsies. So let's see. We got what year is this? 1947. Un peso. Let's go. Where is my mouse? 1947 un peso. And I always like to use NGC because NGC will tell you the current value of it. So the fineness is 50% silver. So this coin right here only melts right now at today's prices at $6.68. So it's not incredibly valuable, although it looks like a $50, right? It looks huge. Not incredibly valuable. Whereas a $50 right now is probably, what, closer to $12? Probably a little bit under right now with the way silver's been moving down. That's kind of fun. Let me, what's this one? So we're going to go to this un right here. What do we got? The un peso. Let's go, what year is this? And this is 720 purity, so 72% pure. So we're going to go 1932 un peso. And again, NGC helps us out with this stuff. So the melt value on this piece right here, although it looks a little bit bigger than $0.50, is actually $11.45. So it's actually comparable to what a $0.50 is, and that's because it's 72% pure. So unfortunately, I thought I had the 10% pure pieces. I don't think I have them in here. I would like to have seen like what the value of one of those is right now. Somebody in the chat is probably like yelling at me, telling me what it is, and I'm just focusing on what's in front of me rather than on the chat. So let me go to the chat real quick. Let's see. Sometimes time away from golf is good for the game. Less expectations, more appreciation of being, and I was kind of laid back at the time too, C-Rod. I wasn't really trying hard. It didn't matter if I hit it hard. You know what I mean? Like if I try to hit the ball hard, it messes up every time. It's when I just take a nice, easy swing. That's some of the best shots I've ever made. It's kind of like shooting. You know what I mean? Like if you're not anticipating, if you just, let the gun go off accidentally, that's the best shot ever, It's kind of same kind of thing, I guess. Merry Christmas, D-Wiz. Merry Christmas. Oh, go spend time with the family, man. Don't even watch this. It's not even worth it. I'm just hanging out with the community and just wishing everybody a Merry Christmas and playing with coins and just having fun. Let's see. Hard to call a coin below 0.5 silver purity. Silver, an alloy lower than that, is typically called Billin. Billin? Let's see. Silver today is a buyer's market. I would agree. I really want to see what that coin is. Let's see. Percent silver Mexican. I would love to know the value of that thing. I think these are it right here. I think this is it. What year are those? Really, dude? Let's see. Mexican 1 peso. No, those are not it. I'm trying to find it. Oh, this might be it right here. Mexican silver peso from 1957 to 1967. That looks like that's it. So yeah, the melt value of one of those, and I'll show you real quick. I'll bring the camera over. Hold on one second. Hold up. Right there. So these right here have a melt value of only $1.53 right now. So, and they're decently sized coins. They're about, they're definitely bigger than a dime. They're huge, closer to like a $0.50. But I think they're only 10% silver. And so you got, like I said, you got to really know what's out there, know what everything is. And it's funny because it doesn't say anything, I don't think, about silver on these at all. You just have to kind of know. Similar to like a U.S. coin, right? It doesn't really say 90% silver or silver at all on the old pre-65 coinage. It just, you got to know. And so I just think it's important to know what you're buying. A lot of people are buying with their heart. They see like, something on there and the seller goes, hey, buy this, blah, blah, blah. And people are like, oh, okay, cool. That's the seller's saying it. So it must be the case of how much it is. And then sometimes, I think people probably go home and do some research and find out they got a little burnt on things. Yoke Snav, Merry Christmas to you. Is anyone big into pre-33 gold? I wonder why they're so wanted. Scarcity. I think it's kind of similar, B. Taylor, to like your 90% silver coinage. Like your dimes, your $0.50, your quarters. It has that allure of it is, coins from our past. It does have collectability. There's numismatic value. They're beautiful, especially like some, St. Gaudens double eagles. That's a beautiful stinking coin right there. $10 coins, gold Indians or gold eagles, are beautiful. And so there's that allure to it. And I think that's kind of just why they're so popular. And historically, for me, Where I am, I can get that stuff for pretty cheap. I mean, it's just a little bit over spot usually. So, I try to pick that stuff up whenever I can, as long as the coin itself looks decent enough. But it's one of those things too. It's what you want, right? You can collect anything, and it doesn't mean it's going to be a good or a bad collection. It's just what you want. I think there's things that are better out there, technically better, but as long as you're stacking gold or silver of any kind, I think that you're doing a lot better than a lot of percentage of people are. This is a cool piece right here that I was able to get. It was a at spot piece. So this is when JM was doing their gold at spot. And I was like, yeah, let me just see what they have. And you don't get to know what it is. And so I ended up, getting one of these, a nice little poured piece right here at spot. So this was actually a really good investment technically, because gold went up pretty significantly after I got it. Merry Christmas to you and the Mrs. Spec. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it, man. Merry Christmas to you and your family, too. What are you guys doing tomorrow? Are you going to go out and hang out with each other and celebrate? Are you going to stay in? Going to watch the parade? Do they even do the parade anymore? Is there like a parade? Or they stopped all that? Because where would you even watch it? I don't even know. Burning Hearts Ministries and Missions. Merry Christmas. MS, I like to get pre-33 graded. My preference at coin show dealer. Wasn't interested in buying non-graded, in my opinion. Yeah, man. So I think that, you've seen that I've gotten some pre-33 graded. And one time I was actually in the better end of it when I had a St. Gaudens Double Eagle that I bought for just a little bit over spot. Ended up getting a MS 65 plus. And so that was a good one, right? But then I also bought a old Liberty Head style $20 Eagle. And that thing came back. Well, actually, no, it didn't come back anything at first. At first, NGC told me, and I made the video of this, they said, hey, I think that coin would do well if we could put it onto our conservation for an additional $20. And I was like, oh my gosh, okay, well, they already have my coin, so I'm pretty much, I have to do this conservation that they want me to do. Otherwise, they're going to just say it's cleaned or damaged or something like that and send it back. But instead, they took my $20 and they, conserved it, which is cleaned it, and then sent me the coin back cleaned. And I was like, geez Louise, man, I just got it twice now. I got hit twice. Not that $20 is a whole lot of money, but it was just kind of annoying, it's just nothing I could do about it. And it's okay if they clean it, but you can't clean the coins yourself. Otherwise, they're going to definitely be coming back cleaned. I like those gold buttons, but I think they'd be hard to sell. I never had a hard time selling anything that's gold or silver, Seymour Rivers. Never once. Never, ever once. Sounds like a good deal being close to spot. Single, old, and just enjoying my time here on this old rock. LOL. Hey, that's cool, Scott. Whatever, Whatever floats your boat, man. Keep that boat afloat, though, whatever you do. Nice gold pour. Quarter ounce. No, this is a full ounce. Yeah, this is a big boy / girl. You want to see? Here, hold on. I got the scaly over here for you, because I know you're probably like, Spectacular, there's no way that little button is a full troy ounce. Well, let me tell you something. I don't mess around with quarter ounces when it comes to my troy ounces, you know what I mean? So here we go, ready? There's troy ounce on the old scaly majali, and we're going to go ahead and boom. Look at that, huh? Somebody weighed it good. Somebody weighed it real good. Not because you're famous. Seymour Rivers, stop, man. No, you guys are totally wrong about that. Literally any of you right now, any of you. Oh, look, you're making it lose weight, Seymour. You've upset it so much that it's gone into stress, and now it's losing weight. Thanks a lot, Seymour. No, but any of you right now, and this is not me trying to advertise for whatnot, but they are an easy source for you guys to go make an account and become a seller by taking, I don't know, a 10-minute maybe video tutorial of how to use the platform, and then you're done. Look at that. Seymour, you're still making it lose weight. It lost another point right there. Seymour, you're upsetting it. But yeah. Oh, geez, Seymour, look what you're doing. Oh, geez, like we have less gravity on Earth right now, and it's causing it to be lighter. I don't know what's happening, Seymour. But I think you don't have to be famous, Seymour. You can be anybody, and as long as you have a little bit of a gumption to get on the computer and type a few things, like a few listings, interact with people a little bit, maybe and I don't know, ship something out. That's all you got to do. I'm trying to cover all bases in my mind of what you would have to do, but there's no fame necessary. It's silver and gold, man. How many of us right now in this chat are not famous and would love to buy silver and gold? Especially if I told you all right now, look at this. Look what you're doing, Seymour. Look, you're still making it lose weight. You got to knock it off, okay? How many of you in this chat, if I said, hey, this piece right here is, $10 under spot. It's gold, it's $10 under spot. How many of you would be like, let me see, can I afford it this month? Probably most of us, right? We'd probably all be considering, hey, that'd be, wow, $10 under spot. That'd be, what a great deal. It'd be no problem. It'd be no problem to sell, And that's me giving it a deal. If I say at spot, I mean, sure, you'd probably be still kind of interested, depending on how gold and silver are moving. If it's really hot at the moment, and I said this bar right here is $50 over spot, you might be like, you know what? It's just hard to get gold right now. Remember in 2021, 2022? It was a little tough. All right, it's a little hard. You might be like, you know what? Sure, I'll pay that. Look at that. Look at that. Ronald Wilson says, I would buy it at $10 under spot. Right now, Ronald Wilson has, look at that. It's going down though, Wilson. Like Ronald, like it's getting weaker. Huh? It's becoming worth less and less, this thing. Maybe I should, hold on, let me tar this thing here. Let me tar and feather it. All right, let's try that again. All right, it's back. It's back. But we keep on talking. It's gonna drop down a weight again. Ay. Say what? Become a seller? I'm saying if you wanted to sell it, right? I don't want to sell this thing. I'm just, telling you guys that it's not difficult for you. You don't, believe it or not, you don't have to rely on your local coin shop and be at the mercy of whatever they're willing to pay, which is typically 10, 15% back on the spot price. You don't have to be that person. You can be a little bit of a go-getter, have a little knowledge of a computer, and you will be just fine in our hobby. I'm just saying. If you offered it before we went Christmas shopping. Oh yeah, you probably spent it all right now, huh? Anyways, that's all I can say about that. I really, really try to drive that home that, a couple things here. A couple things. One biggest being this stuff right here, gold and silver, can be sold peer-to-peer. You to me, right? We all on this chat, we like silver, gold, and or coins. And so we can sell it to each other. It's not a problem. Just do it in a safe way, right? Be careful with that Craigslist stuff and all that weird stuff. I mean, shoot, you could find a local coin show that's going to be in your area. Call the person running the show and be like, hey, I want to have a table for, one of the days at the show. And sure, here's my $50 or whatever it costs for the table. And then you sit there at your table and you put gold at spot all over that table because you want to get out. You say, hey, you know what? It's time to retire. I'm going to use this gold right here and I'm going to sell it. And you can sit there at that table and sell gold for, for spot or whatever and do just fine. Do just fine. $10 under spot is a score for gold. Absolutely. B. Taylor, I've been driving home the whole Costco thing too, because I have been getting gold for sometimes $50 to almost $100 under spot off of Costco. So don't neglect that Costco stuff. It's awesome. Things weigh differently depending on the elevation, like comparing the same coin at Mount Everest for sea level. That's interesting about the elevation. Are you talking resale or buy, hold, and then resell later when it is higher? What are you Are you asking me like when is a good time to be a seller? I mean, anytime you're ready. Whenever. That's up to you all. I mean, ideally, we don't want to sell this stuff, right? Ideally, we don't. Yeah, man, Costco, I've been killing it. I haven't even, the video hasn't been released yet. I think it's coming out, shoot, it might be coming out Friday or hopefully before the end of the year. But I'll show you my newest Costco pickup, which is gold. And tell you what, man, I think I got that. I wish I could give you the exact number. I'm sure it's in the video. It's probably close to $80 under spot for gold, though. And that is better than anybody has ever offered me anywhere, right? I have a good relationship with a lot of local places here in Florida. Nobody's ever given me that good of a deal. Shoot, I don't think anybody locally has given me an at spot gold deal before. You know, Costco is the only one that has done it. Oh shoot, where is that? Is that the 10% right there? It was there the whole time. It was there the whole time, guys. You let me miss it. Anyways. You should get 4 more of those gold buttons, put a hoop in the back, and put them on a suit jacket. That's a good idea, Scott. What did I get? The newest one? Oh, you'll see. You'll see in the video if you got time. If not, hey, it's an ounce of gold. How about that? Boom. Surprise. Surprise! It's an ounce of gold. I mean, you know, gold is gold. It's been doing well. I do feel like gold is going to come down in 2025. I mean, actually, you know what? It's a good question. Since some of you guys are in the chat right now hanging out, what do you think gold's going to do in 2025? Go up or down? That's all you got to type. Up or down? Kind of curious. I noticed most coin dealers at the shows know real from fake. Plus, they have testing tools. All gold is good. Hey, that's a good question, actually. You know what I mean? Let's test this little piece of gold right here. Let's test this little tiny piece of gold and see if we can get it on the Sigma. What do you think? I think if we're going to do it, it's going to need to be on this side right here. And I might have to break out the sensors, the little like wand sensors. Let's try it. Just for fun. Just for fun. Let's see here. I am making an absolute mess. I had intended to clean up my area instead of making it a lot worse. So this is 4 nines fine, isn't it? I believe it is. Not that it matters on this because 3 nines plus will be good enough, but hold on, I can't even see this thing. Where's my magnifying glass? Yeah, it's 4 nines fine, just for fun. Just for fun. Anyways, here we go. Let's see if it will pick it up. It does. Look at that. Sigma picks up that little tiny thing. Look at that. All right, so Ronald Wilson thinks it's going to go up. That's gold. MS says up, up, and away. Let's see. Bellows Forge says up. Mike Brewer agrees with down. Scott McNeil up 1,000. Wow, Scott, nice. Lawrence Cosmos up. Burning Hearts Ministries and Missions up. 2,700 to 3,100 unless USA starts a Bitcoin reserve. Well, that's what Trump was talking about. I think that hopefully we see some calming approach happen to what's going on in the world soon here, and I believe that could have an effect on gold, and it's going to also depend on what some of these other countries like the BRICS nations are going to end up doing and things like that. But I think we're going to see it come down. But hey, who knows? I know for sure that one of us is going to be right. Either the people that said it's going to go up are going to be right, or the people that said it's going to go down is going to be right. For sure, you can bet your bottom dollar that one of us is going to be right. Period. eBay. Hey, eBay's in the house. Wow. The eBay. Well, hello. Good to see you. Silver. Man, silver's a wild card, right, Lawrence? I mean, what is that thing going to do? What is it going to do? People thought silver should have been $50, years ago. And I kind of tend to agree. We're paying $6, $7 for our eggs these days, but we're paying the same price that we pay for silver, a couple of years ago. A few years ago. A lot of years ago, in some cases. This doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense at all. I say same to lower because of Jan 20th. Down, reload before it explodes. What do you guys think about that crypto, though? You think that that's going to end up, going even higher? You think that it can possibly go higher than $108,000 for something that... Let me show you what crypto looks like. I'm going to open my hand. I'm going to show you a whole bunch of crypto. Ready? You see it? You see it right there? Look at all the crypto. You see it? You gotta wink. You gotta squint your eyes a little bit. Did you squint your eyes? See it? It's right there. Whoa, 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 it's gonna fall. Jeez, I almost fell. I got it though. There it is. I'm holding crypto right now in my hand, everybody. There it is. $108,000 Bitcoin right here in my hand. That's crazy, isn't it? Gaze at it, huh? Gaze in wide wonder of the... Oh, geez, I just dropped it. Yeah, anyways, it's just going to sit there. I'm going to put the gold right next to it so you can see the difference. Thanks for the vid. You're amazing. Also, please tell Coin Guy he is a national treasure and the missus and I love him. That's awesome. Give him a call sometime. Tell him you love him. He answers his phone. I mean, shoot, you probably call him at 4 o'clock in the morning and he'll answer his phone. That's what it sounds like. Just don't text him because he will never, ever, ever text you back. I don't think he knows what a text message is, to be honest with you. Because I've texted him things and crickets. And I'll be like, hey, guy, did you get that text message? And he'll be like, no. So I don't know if he's got me blocked or he just doesn't know how to answer text messages, but you're better off calling him. And if you had a rotary phone, it'd probably be even better for him. I mean, he'd probably really understand how to pick that up, you know? But anyways, nothing to back it up, just crazy. You know, it's just so funny. I mean, it is what it is, though. You can't be too mad at the people making money on Bitcoin. I mean, sure, knock yourselves out. I've made money on cryptos, too. It's funny. It's fantastic how you can just make money on that stuff. But I don't think that it is anything. It doesn't make any real sense. By you saying that it's rare doesn't mean that it's special in any kind of way, you know? It's a thing that's really, really hot right now, and we'll see what happens in another 10 years. Maybe it'll be hotter. Who knows? Who really knows with that stuff? With all business, countries, and financial institutions buying it, it's not going to zero, and it's not nothing. It's just, it's weird. It's weird. It literally is nothing. I mean, you're buying nothing. You can't see it. It's a bunch of numbers on a screen. I don't know. It's definitely crazy. But is that the next thing we go to? Is that, I don't know. What I don't understand, and I don't know if somebody's ever explained this or, you know, if it can be done, and I'm very curious about it. But, you know, they made Ethereum, right? And Ethereum was after something called Ethereum Classic, which was like the original Ethereum. And then they were like, you know what, we're going to make Ethereum 2. And it's like a better Ethereum. So the other ones are basically going to be like almost like obsolete. But they don't become completely obsolete because people already have money invested in them. That money is there, right? So what happens if they go, you know what, we've mined all the Bitcoin that there is. So, you know, all the Bitcoin that there ever will be is out there amongst the people. And it's very expensive, whatever crazy number it goes to. Let's just go ahead and make a Bitcoin 2. We're going to start over. It's going to be, you know, the same way. It's going to start. You can mine it. It's going to be cheap. It's going to go up in price, blah, blah, blah. But can you just make a Bitcoin 2? Can you then make a Bitcoin 3? I mean, why not? Why not? You say, oh, we don't have the algorithm. We don't have the technology, whatever the case may be. You'll get it, right? It's not a mystery forever. It'll be there eventually. Like you'll find out like how to make it. And then you just make another one. I don't know. It's very interesting. Hawk 2 girl even did her own crypto. Yeah, I think she's got a lot of flack from that now, eBay. She got into a little bit of trouble. I don't think let's be honest, she didn't make anything, right? The people that said, hey, we're going to take care of all of your finances so that you can make a lot of money off this Hawk 2 phenomenon. We're going to take care of you. We're going to do some things that makes you a lot of money. And they said, hey, we can just go ahead and do this crypto. And then, oh, oops, little pump and dump scheme later, and looks kind of bad for her, right? And of course, she's the one that gets the blame for it because, you know, it's her name on it, basically. The Hawk 2 coin. Yikes. That's a yikes. She should have just kept her 15 minutes of fame and then just been on her way, but we'll see how this pans out. I would rather have Speg poured silver. It's real. I wish I could show you some, but the last Whatnot show, everybody was buying me out of that stuff. I cannot believe. I'm going to look around to see if I have one more piece somewhere. I got to have one at least. I got it. Oh, yeah, I do have. Okay. I'm sorry. I lied. I got the piece that I made with a big bunch of uranium glass. So I got that piece. And I really probably won't sell that just because it's so weird and different. And I think that's it for my hand poured stuff. Are you serious? That's all I got? I got this crazy piece. I'd never ever show this off. But, you know, MK Bars, who did my original, you know, silver rounds. So MK Bars did this round, and he put his design on this one right here. And I think that he only put it on like 10 of them. It was some kind of really, really low number. And so this is just a piece that I keep, but I don't think a lot of people at all would have this. And I just think that's kind of cool. I actually forgot about it. It was just kind of sitting up there. So that's kind of cool. Oh, shoot. I got to go back to the comments. I'm sorry. Crazy meme coins. You know, and it's funny, those meme coins, I actually made I made some good money recently on that Pepe, which is literally, it says it's like literally trying not to do anything as far as it has no functionality. All it is a picture of a frog, basically. It's a meme. And I ended up making some dumb money on this frog, which, you know, it's, again, a bunch of numbers, something you can never hold on to. I'm just going to ride that weird wave for now until, you know, that it runs dry. Why not? But it's just so hilarious, the stuff that you can make money on in this world. And that's one that makes no sense. It shouldn't be money, but it worked out. Let's see. Anthony says, what happens if you can't access or even see it on screen? That's why you have to have physical gold and silver. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. You know, I guess if you were to forget your password or you get some scams. I get scam emails for crypto all the time. It's going to turn into the crypto channel now. But I get scam emails for crypto constantly. Sometimes phone calls too. And it'll say something like, hey, you've sent, you know, 29 Ethereum to this person. Press or click the link to cancel it quickly if you know, don't want to send this. And it's like, yeah, I'm going to click that link. Good idea. But I constantly get those things. They skip the spam mail. They go right to my inbox. I have 2 of your first Speg coins. Oh yeah, C-Rod? Oh yeah? You got the old ones, C-Rod. Because you probably have like these ones. Right? You probably got one of those bad boys. Let's see. Mike says, well, folks, I had a big day. I have to bail. Big day tomorrow. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Bring nothing but peace and joy. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate that, man. Merry Christmas to you. You be safe out there. Oh, shoot, I missed this one. Bellows Forge, Spectacular. Approximately how much does one silver Shipwreck coin cost? I mean, that's a tough question, Bellows Forge, because you can pay as little as, you know, a couple $100 to, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I can't really answer that, you know, pinpoint you exact number. But if you're trying to get into something like the El Cazador, I mean, those are pretty cheap generally. For a couple $100, you could probably get into one of those. Let me see. El Cazador 8 reals coin. Let's see here. You want to get something graded too, because there's a lot of fakes out there. Here's one. You know, it's Annex, and they are asking $174 to $189 for it. Bada bang, so literally a couple $100. A couple NGC too that are 175. So for a couple $100, you can get a Shipwreck coin. Now, if you want to start getting into the Cobs, that's going to be a little bit more. You're probably going to have to add at least a couple $100 in addition on top of that, because those are going to be like the more modern, like pillar dollar style 8 reals. Are there any more Coin Guy rounds available? Brown, there are no more rounds being made. In fact, all of these silver rounds that I had, that MK Bars had made for me. We're done with those. Done. I have all the dies in my possession, so he doesn't have them anymore. None of those will ever be made anymore. The one with this one right here, the coin guy reverse that I created, I have that die too, and so those will never ever be made again. That's the end of those. But sometime, hopefully early January, I'm hoping early January, we should have another example of this. So we'll have the Spegtacular and Coin Guy collaboration bar. And the difference is, if you have this one right here, it'll be special to 2024, basically. It'll be something unique for this year. If you wait until 2025 when the new ones come out, you will have a different reverse. So you'll easily be able to tell which, edition basically you have. But I did that just so people that hadn't gotten one yet can still access them. And I will be the only one that has those. The coin guy he's kind of tapped out on the silver bars, so you will get those from spegtacular.com if you would like one. If not, no problem at all. Not mad at you. I understand. I'm going to try to keep them as cheap as possible. Just realize that the silver price is not the annoying part. It's the creation part, the die part, the shipping, like all that stuff combines to make the bars more expensive. I only have to pay, I think, like $2 over spot for each round. But then I got to pay for each one to get stamped, and I got to pay for all these other fees, and it gets a little annoying. And then like the die itself is like $400, like I think, or was it $800 for that one? It might be $800 for that one. I think MK Bars cost me $400, and these ones cost me $800. It's ridiculous. Whatever the price is, it's a little much. That's me being transparent with you all. So I'm trying to keep the price as cheap as possible, but again, spegtacular.com will have those. And also I got the pre-orders for the Florida Goldbacks on there. So hopefully those come out here in a couple weeks is what I'm hoping, so that I can start shipping out the Florida Goldbacks. And let's go back to the chat. Merry Christmas, everybody, of course. Really appreciate you all for coming in. Just wanted to hang out real quick for no real reason other than just to secretly wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year if I don't see you. 10-ounce Trump train bar. Yeah, Daryl, that's a big talk right now, isn't it? El Cazador, king of my stack. Is it really Jason King? I'm curious who benefits more financially, you or Coin Guy, in relation to the episodes with him. Oh, I don't know. We made a deal a long time ago that just kind of keeps what he does to himself and me to myself. I think he does quite well, and that's all I'll say. So I think he's plenty happy with, being on the YouTube and talking to you all. Let's see. B. Taylor says, I got a few Trump pieces. Glad I did after he banned dealers from selling them. B. Taylor, I spoke to Disney Coins about that. And I was like, hey, have you heard anything? Have you got any kind of like cease and desist? And he goes, no, I haven't heard anything about that. And I haven't got any kind of letters or anything like that. And I'm like, okay, well, let me know. So he's still, let's call it, oblivious to any kind of issues. So that's interesting. And I hope, honestly, that if Trump was to see all the different people out there that used his likeness, I'd hope that Disney Coins would be one that he would ignore and let them continue making silver rounds in his likeness, only because initially when the first silver rounds were made, and I think always, is that they constantly were donating to the conservative fund. So whereas, let's say, SD Bullion or anybody else who were making those Trump rounds, they were making the Trump rounds and pocketing all the money, right? They weren't giving back in any kind of way. So kind of shame on them. But Disney Coins was giving back to the conservative fund. So that's a good thing, and that he should let them continue doing it just because of that. Let's see. Little Terrence says, what's everybody? I've been subbed to Spectacular for a long time, but I'm new to the live chat, so I just wanted to say hello, Merry Christmas to everyone. Little Terrence Beats, what's up, man? Welcome. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being subbed for so long. Hopefully I don't upset you and just one day you decide to unsubscribe. Not every single video is for you, but once in a while I think we can get together on a common interest. I believe. C-Rod heading out. Appreciate you coming in, C-Rod. It's good to see you after so long, man. Don't be a stranger, for sure. Jason King, Merry Christmas, smart people. I think we are smart, right? Because we're all stackers and collectors, and we're collecting the right thing. That's a good thing. Same to SD Bullion. Did I say that? Did I say SD or did I say somebody else? Shame on me if I said somebody else. I meant SD. Let's see. Yeah, I'm sure you brought a lot of businesses. I mean, that's any of these coin shops that appear on anybody's YouTube channel. These were hole-in-the-wall places, not getting a lot of attention, and then through the blessing of YouTube, they just get bombarded with business and new interests and people just wanting to, hang out and spend money in these shops. So YouTube is a huge benefit to these coin shops, which, I mean, literally when I used to go into the coin guy's shop, it was like just me in there. Nobody's coming in the door. I mean, he gets some business, but he wasn't getting the business like he is now. So it is definitely up and away to what he's been doing. And that goes for any of those shops, every single one. I remember the first shop before I did videos with Coin Guy, the shop here really local to me. He was, like literally a little hole in the wall shop, wouldn't get very many people in there at all. And then all of a sudden, like he's just getting bombarded by phone calls and people coming in and showing like, checks that people are sending him for these things that are just, hey, here's a check, send me some, some products in the mail. Boom. And he's so happy. It's just crazy how much YouTube has helped promote the hobby. It's been a blessing for sure for some people. And let's see. I recently got the newest 2-auto furnace. Looking forward to buying ugly, dirty rounds for melting. Nice, Scott. Nice. Have fun. Be safe. Realize, Scott, one of the biggest issues about those furnaces and anything that you use around those furnaces is going to be super hot. So be very, very careful. Don't you dare melt your house down, which I've almost done many times. You know what I mean? Be very, very careful. Heard about Celebrity Mint. Your buddy Silver Dragons hit a milestone today. Yeah. Was it yesterday or today? I thought it was today. 300,000 subs. That's cool. Good for him. Yeah, I was buying from a local coin shop who basically off-grid and was clueless as to the premiums. I was getting good deals from him. eBay says, Coin Guy is one of those people you can just sit all day listening to his stories. Coming from me, that's saying something as I talk a lot. LOL. Oh, you're a talker, huh? Well, that's not a bad thing, is it? I mean, it is if you're boring, I guess, but if you got something to say, it could be fun. I enjoy some of the old timers that tell stories. There's a couple times where I would go to coin shows and I would have just kind of like the video playing and you could hear the stories in the background. And it was fun just hearing people, tell a story that they probably told 100 times, right? Especially salesmen. They've probably told the story 100 times to try to sell some pieces that they got and just hear them, tell the story and see their facial reactions and stuff. It's fun. It's fun. And there's so many of those people out there. Unfortunately, a lot of the old timers have been passing away over the last few years, it seems like. The amount of shops around me with the old timers just seem to be dwindling. But yeah, there was this one guy, and I think I've told this story before, I can't remember. Literally, you walk into this hole-in-the-wall shop, and it's like you can barely move. I don't know how some large person would be able to get through there, but you're basically in like this little like aisle, right? And you see just rows taller than your head of like models, like like ships and cars and all kinds of like vehicle models, and they're just all over the place. And you go almost through like a labyrinth, like this, right? As you enter the door, kind of this way, through this labyrinth of models all over. Look like they're gonna Jenga all over you, just fall on top of your head, and then you get to a little countertop, right? Countertop surprisingly is pretty clean. There's some area to put your arms up if you need to. And then there's a guy in the back, and there's no coins to be had, right? You can't see any coins. And he's like, but he's a coin shop, and it like literally on the sign it says stamps and coins. And you can go over there and be like, hey, you have any coins for sale? And he'll ask you, yeah, what are you looking for? And when you go into a coin shop, you want to see the coins in front of you, because you might not realize that you're looking for some of the things that you're looking for. You got to see them, right? You got to look at them and, okay, oh yeah, that's the one I want. Yeah, for sure. This guy just, yeah, what are you looking for? I'll go in the back and I'll grab it and I'll bring it back up here. And it was so funny and stuff. And the stories the guy had, and he looked just like Mark Hamill, like identical. Just so neat, so neat. Some of these people, and that's just one guy who he must have passed away, because I haven't. His store has been closed for, I don't know. I think before COVID it closed down. So, yeah, some of these moments in my collecting journey are going to be memories that I just keep in my little head, and that'll be about that. But it's just so funny going to some of these shops and seeing how everybody's so different, and they're all like a bunch of quirky old men. Sometimes you go into shops and you got money to spend, and the old men will just ignore you. Like, they don't want to have nothing to do with you. I'm like, I don't know how you maintain your business, because you don't even talk to anybody. How are you how are you going to keep your lights on if you don't sell something? You got to talk to people a little bit. But I tell you what, man, it's hard to get some of them to talk to you. It's like they don't want to talk. Let's see. Keep on learning and learning. A couple cups of coffee and listen to the coin guy. Good time. New to chat, but long watcher, viewing guy. Merry Christmas, West Virginia. Oh, Donnie. Thank you, Donnie. Appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas from Patacaskala? Jeez. That sounds like a Native American name, doesn't it? Patacaskala, Ohio. That sounds like it should be like from India or something like that. You sure you're not in India, Buckeye? It says Buckeye, though. That's the Buckeye State, Ohio. It's like going back in time. It sure is. So, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll be one of those quirky little old men, running a shop somewhere, and just talking about my coins and how this one right here got away and all this. Who knows? Or maybe I'll just stay on YouTube. Maybe it's easier doing that. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. Anyways, yeah, that's the only hand poured piece I have left in my little cabinet. I got some larger pieces, but I try not to mess around with those too much. Yeah, I don't know. I got all kinds of weird stuff up here. Somebody accused me the other day. They said, "Hey, you're not a stacker. You're a collector." I'm like, hey, guilty. I do collect too. I love collecting, for sure. I am 100% guilty of that. But I don't know how you wouldn't call me a stacker. If you've seen some of the videos where I put some silver on the screen, I'm not so sure you could, make the argument that I am not a stacker at all. But whatever you want to say. Whatever helps you feel better, you know what I mean? Oh, Rick. Thank you, Rick. Rick, I'm gonna make a video later, right? Rick, it's just gonna be for you since you're a member now. But I'm gonna make a video only for the members. It's gonna be a member only video. And it's gonna be about something totally unrelated to coins, just for fun. I appreciate you, Rick. And Rick, whenever I do a coin shop video or bullion shop video or any shop videos, you're gonna have instant access as soon as I upload them. Whereas, no offense to everybody else, but you guys will have to wait until the day it gets released. But members get instant access just for fun. Little extra bonus, right? Don't be mad at me. They get a little extra bonus once in a while. Bada bang. Don't be mad. Look at this guy right here. Yeah, I know. I'm a collector. I am a collector. Can't help myself. I think most people are both. I would think that if you polled, and not just polled, but like actually looked at what people had, I think that you'll find that most people who stack are also collectors too. But maybe they have definitely they're leaning one way or another. Either they're more collectors or more stackers, but I think that that's just kind of like an us thing. I think that most of us have to collect in order to stack. This is pretty, isn't it? These guys this is actually getting some it's getting some toning to it, I just noticed. Yeah, it's kind of cool. little phoenix rising from the ashes. Let's hope this is a phoenix, kind of representing 2025, and it's gonna rise from the previous ashes. This phoenix right here. Let's hope. Let's hope. Hi from North Korea, Texas. Wow. Wow. That's great. Hello, you collector, you. Thank you. Appreciate it, Corey. People say it too. It's like so funny. It's like they say it like they're calling you a name or something like that. They're like, "You're not a stacker, you're a collector." It's like, "Oh, okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. I guess so." Guilty. Guilty as charged. Ay ay ay. It's like the kids today. The kids, they go, "Huh, stacking silver, such a boomer thing to do. Such a boomer thing." It's like, "Oh, is that a bad thing? Are you saying like a bad name to me? Like should I be offended because you called me boomer?" I don't even know anymore what's going on. I've seen your stack back a while ago. You were definitely a stacker. LOL. Are you calling me a stacker, Scott? Huh? Is that a bad name? Huh? Is that what you're doing? Is that derogatory? Calling me a stacker? Where did you get the ship wheel? Says Robert. Shoot, I feel bad. I kind of forget who sent that to me. When I say sent it, I mean like I sent him money for it. Let's see if it says on here somewhere. Hold on, let's get the old magnifying glass out. Because these men and women that do these silver pours, man, they do some really good job. Okay, this is Misery Whip Metals. So I'm not sure where you can find them, but definitely I found them on Instagram. I'm not sure what other social medias they have, but Instagram, Misery Whip Metals. And, this is one of the guys out there that makes some really, really cool stuff. And I can tell you right now that as somebody who pours precious metals, this was not something that was easy to make, because it's definitely a multi-made piece, and then you had to put it together. So it's actually like a three-piece situation here. So let me show you. So you got the ship wheel made out of silver, and then you have a copper stern. Is that what that's called? Stern? And then this little gimmick right here that had to go inside, and then the ship wheel had to come through. I'm not sure if that's a fourth piece that is like the little bar for the ship wheel, and then he had to flatten it out, and then he had to make it to where it's loose enough to where it would actually spin. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So you probably sand casted at least 3 pieces, maybe 4 if this right here is somehow attached in there. I think it's just a 3-piece gimmick though. Yeah, it's crazy. Crazy, crazy. Crazy that it spins too. I think this is the prototype. Oh yeah, it's the prototype. Yeah, the people out there that make these things, man, so cool. So stinking cool. Lots of it too. Oh man, I missed the chat. I'm so sorry. You have to collect to keep it interesting. Silver can help heal. Okay, ship wheel, we talked about that. I assume it's harder to sell a collector's piece rather than just weigh from a stack. I never had a problem, Bellows. There's an entire community of collectors just for silver art bars. Silver Art Bar Collectors has reference books for rare collectible silver, like your Schlitz bar. Says Corey, the Schlitz bar is right here, actually. It's a cool bar. But yeah, Silver Art Collectors with the president, Steve Austin. And I think I have my book here somewhere. Let's see. Boom. So there's a great guidebook right here. I'm sure they're on a different edition by now, but here is the 7th edition. And hopefully one day Steve Austin will be able to put my bars into here too that I've been having made. So either through my ideas and then going right to silver, or through my ideas being turned into an artist who can put those ideas onto paper, and then we can get them onto art bars. So hopefully that'd be kind of nice. You might see a page in one of those books for Spegtacular. Maybe. Going all the way around this hobby, aren't I? Jeez Louise, just loaning myself out everywhere. People have become sensitive, says Daryl. I know. But luckily we're of the older generation, so we don't have that sensitivity. Somehow that was taken out of us. I was watching the Christmas Story today, where Ralphie had said a bad word, and he got the soap right in the mouth. And I'm like, man, that's child abuse today. You can't be putting soap in kids' mouths, But that's why all these kids are sensitive, because they weren't getting the mental and physical abuse that we got growing up. Ay ay ay. Let's see. It's funny. I know my wife's not listening, so I'll just talk about this right now. But my kids, I don't want to say I mentally abuse them, but I definitely pick on them a little bit. And I think they need that, that little bit of picking on once in a while, to kind of like, they're all girls, but this is what I would call it. I would call it, to man them up a little bit. They got to man up. I said, this is a dog eat dog world. You can't be a bunch of babies walking around out there. You got to man up a little bit. Like my dad always told me, you got to man up. That's true. That's true. Like we all went through some just real crazy moments growing up that helped us to become better stackers and collectors. Yes, that's it. I ate the whole bar of soap. What did it taste like, Jason? It must have been good, right? I mean, nowadays people are making soap with like goat milk, and they're putting like oats and stuff in there to help the skin be smoother, and all kinds of fancy ingredients. They might actually taste good these days, you know? It might be good tasting soap. Honey, because it's good for the skin. Ay, ay, ay. The Schlitz bar. It is pretty cool, though. Supposedly Mutiny Metals makes it. So, that's a cool one. Cool one indeed. Not really a drinker like that, but still a cool bar. I can appreciate it. Here's another cool bar. Found this out in the wild the other day. Nice 2021 Beskar bar. And this goes back to, being a stacker is great. Stacking, having a normal, just a generic, bars and rounds stack, that's fantastic. But when you start to get into the collectibles a little bit, and you realize what you've got, and you can flip that to other people who are collectors that really, really want your collectibles, you can build your stack higher and higher than ever before than you would have ever been able to do if you were simply just a stacker. So I preach that all the time. Learn a little bit of both, because it will make your regular stack that much better. And that's all I got to say about that. And now I'm dropping silver on the floor. Anyways, I got Irish Spring. Ew, gross. It's like there's no boundary in the minds of people who call discipline abuse. It's like they only see two choices, like kids do whatever they want or abuse with no middle ground. Merry Christmas, everyone, says Daryl. And yeah, listen, I came on here with the intention of basically sneaking on to YouTube to be able to talk to you all for a moment, just to say Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. This is probably the last time I will be live on YouTube for the entire year. That's it. Done. I will be live over on Whatnot. I know some of you guys don't really care about Whatnot, which is fine. No big deal. I was able to come over here on YouTube, though, and hang out with you. Anyways, let's call it a night, because I got to wake up, early tomorrow to see if Santa came, et cetera, et cetera. Hopefully you all get some cool stuff, or at least you get a break tomorrow from whatever kind of busy lives you have. And yeah, I'll see you soon, right? More videos coming out. I think I have another video coming out tomorrow, just because, I got bored and I thought, hey, let's do some more videos. And then I owe the members a members only video, Rick. So thank you again for being a member, Rick, and coming aboard and having access to the members only videos and the early access videos that the members get. Appreciate you. Thank you guys for all you do. I have a lot of plans for 2025, just so you all know, as far as coin show videos that hopefully I can do real early into 2025. I have all these coin shows, different ones that are like, emailing me, or they text me, they call me, asking if I can come by. Life is very, very tough for me, having a full-time job outside of YouTube. And I try very hard to juggle the family, the work, and then the YouTube. So I try to give you as much content as I can. and participate with you guys and be a part of the community as much as I can. And I wish it was more, but for right now, it's as much as I can do. So, but I do have plans to do, like I said, those coin show videos early in 2025. More coin shop videos, multiple coin shop videos have approached me to do videos with them. So just trying my best. And then I'm in for the ride. It's a long haul, right? Being a journey of stacking and collecting. So, like you all, in it for a long haul, hopefully. I got to go for now. Appreciate you for watching. Spegtacular wishes you a Merry Christmas, and I'm out. I know, it says 2021. I know. I don't have a 2024 one. Just pretend like it says 2024.